Sometimes it feels like I occupy the silent space between words when explaining, the gap between inhaling and exhaling. Because I often pause when holding my breath, just to see what it feels like to be suspended in time, when I'm longing to hear my boy's heartbeat entangled with mine, where we can teleport to Tobago and run along the beaches. But what happens when your inner peace is shattered into pieces? Where am I supposed to go to see my eldest son rise? How does my youngest one feel having to watch his mum cry? I couldn't stop if I tried. Because when I was still a child, I found my foundation, a gift that would stop me from doubting my daydreams. Teon, I hope you know I love you without limitation, and I miss the days I'd throw my arms around you and Jaden. Us three against the world, we could reach for the moon. I didn't think I'd see a day I'd be releasing balloons. With family and friends paying tribute to you, they walk by my side but haven't been in my shoes. What kind of reality literally pulled out my soul and tore it into a million pieces? Gave me it back and expected me to carry on breathing. You were born for the Olympics. Instead, I'll never see you flourish and I mourn for my grandkids. Is there a parallel world I can go to play with them? Where there's thousands of people shouting your name in a stadium, where you're lifting the titles, where your shorts have your name on them, where you call your wife over like when Rocky called Adrian. My little heavyweight champion, I'd be proud of you winning. I could see myself at your house making brown stew chicken, telling you all to stop picking when you surround me in the kitchen, and we'd all watch the fight again, sat around the television. You were hooked on boxing, ever since double jab, practicing on pads and pretending you had a six-pack. Teon, I have flashbacks of you with your afro comb and backpack saying, "Mum, come here and check out my mustache." And even though the facial hair wasn't going to plan, you was making the transition from a boy to a man. Can anybody hear me lifting the veil to my thoughts? There was so much more we both had to explore. Now I'm watching the ceiling collapse into the floor, and I've never had my heart feel this trapped before. Because I'm torn, right from the core. Nothing burns like the cold, I'm watching icicles fall. Fighting off the walls and writing on the wall, shouting me and my boys are not frightened at all. Telling everyone in the world that we had a chance. But now it feels like my message was buried by an avalanche. It hurts too much to hold on, but I will never let go. I could never leave Jaden alone in the snow. We keep each other warm, and so do our memories. And I promise infinitely to keep growing your legacy. I'll crystallize it in my mind, forever and a day. If you live on in our thoughts, it means you never went away. Sometimes I see you in my future, and you seem so much older. The other day I swear I felt you touching my shoulder. I miss your voice booming through the walls, being stupid on the phone. I miss your cocoa complexion and that cute little nose. I miss watching you stroke on your Cupid's bow and wondering where all your musings would go. Always amusing me though. Now people stop me on the street and say they knew we were close. Teon, do you miss home? The left side of my chest is practically vacant. We nearly lost you before we tracked your location. When you were walking in the rain, Mum was standing here waiting. We always seem to go through the trials and tribulations. I saw a spiritual plane paint your initials in the sky, and I'm not sure if I was dreaming, but 6 doves flew by. Have you become one of them? Should I look out to the horizon when I want to see my son again? Where you kissed me on my cheek and coloured my heart with a touch of red. I sent a message to heaven, Teon. Now you can ask God what your mother said.
Tuck me in!
Come on.